I want you to leave this video kind of taking away is you can have luxury moments, luxury experiences whilst having it in your affordable kind of like budget. Hi YouTube, back today with another video, and this video is all about how much money we spent when we went to Mykonos. So really excited, I guess, to delve into the numbers and nitty gritty, because I guess even when I was going, I was kind of like, how much spending money do we take? Is it going to be super expensive? We've been to Santorini before actually, so we were quite keen to see what the price difference was going to be like, but we'll get to all of that as we get into this video. Cool, so let's start with flights. So every single time I'm looking for flights, number one, a really good tip is to always do it incognito mode. So doing it in incognito mode is one of the hacks that I've learned that will get you one of the best prices. So that's tip number one. The other thing that I use is I just look at Skyscanner, lastminute.com, and then sometimes actually going to the flight directly, sorry, the airline company directly, you can like get some really good deals. So what we did this time is I just had a look at British Airways. They were having a sale. I had a few emails come through about the sale, and I was just like, ooh. So we had a look, and their flights seemed to be quite decent, and I was just like, okay. And then I was like, do you know what? How many Avios points do I have? So Avios points, if you don't know, are something that you can clear through American Express, British Airways Avios points card. And let me tell you, the flights were actually £146. And because of my Avios points, I was debited 18,500 Avios points, and that equated to £90 off the ticket. So it was £146, £90 off with my Avios points. So I was able to actually get a return ticket for £56.47 to be precise, return to Mykonos. So I was like, this is a no-brainer, we are going. So you book your flights, and then you're like, where am I going to lay my head? Where am I going to rest? Where are we going to be on the island? Like all of that. So I started having a look around. Like, okay, we want to do a bit of luxury, but we also want to make it not like break the bank. Like we want to have the views. We want to have the breakfast included. Oh my God. That is like our number one requirement anywhere we stay. We need to have breakfast included, because how are you going to wake up in the morning and not know where you're gonna have to go out to eat, or like look for somewhere, or like the thought of it on holiday is just too much. So that's always like our number one requirement included in the price. With all those things in mind, we were like, okay, we need to go for maybe a mid to high end range. So we were about there. There's this site called Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and what they do is they kind of like seek out loads of like luxury or small boutique hotels, and Grace Hotel was on one of their lists, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I was like, oh, okay, this looks nice. It basically ticked all the boxes. It had everything we wanted. And I was like, okay, this seems like a vibe, let's do it. And so I looked on a few sites, because when I'm also looking for hotels or flights or anything related to travel, I am always on various different sites comparing. That is just what I like to do, and it takes time, absolutely, but I always need to get the most out of my money. So basically we ended up booking the Grace Hotel and the suite that we had via booking.com, and it was a grand total of £1,203.13 for our junior suite, with a plunge pool, amazing sea view, incredible bathroom, and the bed was huge. Like, it was actually huge. It was like two small double beds put together, like we were swimming. There was like an ocean between us at night time. It was great. So I'll put a few pictures to show you what the hotel looked like, what our little suite looked like, and it was just lovely. It was just so nice. It was so chill, it was so calm. Again, breakfast was included, and also there was an incredible view from the pool. Incredible. We were there for 4 nights and 5 days, so take all of that into consideration as well with these calculations. So let's go through the receipts in terms of what we ate while we were there. So Our first night we went to somewhere quite local. We were quite tired and we were just like, let's stay local. So we went to somewhere called Tavan Petran, and we ended up spending £66.97, and that was a total of 74 euros. What we got there was one bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. We had a starter, we had some chips, we had some fava beans, we had some mussels, and we also had some olives. So it was quite like a bit of a pick and mix, like meze vibes. That's what we did. So that's our first night, first dinner, boom. Okay, so our second day, so for lunch we went into Mykonos town. They were doing like happy hours and things like that, and like 15% off your bill. So we actually got 15% off this particular bill. And what we got was, we got 4 cocktails, so it was happy hour, so it was basically 2 for 1. We also got, I had a seafood spaghetti pasta dish, which was incredible, and Jeffrey had quite a few bits, again meze, like tapas vibe. I'll pop a video or a photo in of what we ate to kind of give you some context, but that lunch was £74.21, and that was in Mykonos town, so in Little Venice, so quite a touristy area. Yeah, another thing I want to note is with vegan meals, I think that definitely brings the price down. If you opt for a steak or seafood or anything like that, the price is always going to be higher. And because Jeffrey's a vegan and I'm quite small, so I don't eat that much, so usually like a plate of food is absolutely fine for me, and especially on holiday I find the portions are humongous. So again, like, just take that all into consideration when I'm going through the prices and kind of telling you what we ate and how much we spent. That was our lunch, and then after our lunch we were just kind of hanging around before we went to the windmills of Mykonos, and we decided to go for a couple of drinks and just to hang out and have a look at the views. And we heard of this bar called Katerina's, so we went there, and I think we had 2 gin and tonics each, doubles, and that was a total of £36.20. So that was that expenditure. And then in the evening we went to Compass, which was an incredible restaurant. Like, the view, the vibe, everything is so lovely. What we ended up spending there was £92.77. We opted for a Merlot this night, I think, and we had 2 mushroom risottos, we had a shrimp salad, some chips, and we might have had a coffee as well. I think we had 1 white coffee as well, just to end the night. So yeah, so that's how much we spent on Tuesday. Actually no, that was Monday. So that was our Monday. So moving now to Tuesday, we ended up spending £30.83 on our lunch, and our lunch was quite simple. We just opted for a salad. We needed something quite light and refreshing just during the day. We also had some water and some spaghetti, yes. So that's what we had on the Tuesday for lunch. When I say the total amounts for all the food, that's for 2 people, so you can divide that by 2 if you want to get the price for 1 person. So in the evening we went to an incredible restaurant. This was probably my favorite. The food there was sensational. So that was Castro's bar and restaurant, and if you go in the day, there's like a really like famous like alley, and I'm gonna pop that in as well. There's a really famous alley where you can actually sit down and like eat, and you can see, like, it's just a really incredible vantage point. And so we saw that in the day, and then we were like, oh, let's come back here for dinner, it's gonna be great. So we did that, and that was really probably the most luxurious dinner we had while we were there. So what we ended up spending there was £120.62, and so that included a bottle of wine. I had a lobster dish. We also had a starter with a salad, and Jeffrey had a beetroot risotto with like garlic sprouts and bits like that, and it was just insane. And so we're getting on to our final day. And on this day what we did is we did a boat excursion. It was 150 euros each. They do a lunch service, like a barbecue lunch service on board, and it's free beer, wine and soft drinks. So yeah, that's all included in the price. And then for dinner what we ended up doing is we went to a place called Mama Luca, which is incredible al fresco dining. It's just so, oh, it was lovely. We had a bottle of white wine, we had a seafood risotto, and I think Jeffrey again had like a couple of like meze bits, I think. But we ended up spending, between the both of us, £76.91. So again, I think him being a vegan definitely brings the price down, because had we both been eating a seafood risotto dish, it definitely would have increased the price. So that's also something to take into consideration. Let me go through now and find out actually how much we ended up spending in total. So I'm just going to do those calculations. BRB. For 2 people in total, it was 1,987. So that's how much we spent. I guess the crux of this conversation is, if you are planning to go to Mykonos, the recommendation would be for one person, flights, hotel, and food and drinks and everything, £1,000. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below how much you spent when you went to Mykonos. I want you to leave this video kind of taking away is you can have luxury moments, luxury experiences whilst having it in your affordable kind of like budget. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.